Samuel. God shows Samuel who will be king.
Live in harmony with one another. Do not be too proud to enjoy the company of ordinary people. And don't think you know it all. Romans 12, verse 16.
Samuel was an old man now. For many years, he brought God's messages to the Israelites. Today, Samuel had to take God's message to King Saul, but he wasn't looking forward to it. King Saul had actually stopped obeying God's commands, and he was no longer a good king to Israel.
Samuel was afraid King Saul would kill him when he heard that God has chosen a new king. So he took a young calf with him to sacrifice. Samuel also invited Jesse to the sacrifice, just as God commanded him.
Samuel took a horn filled with anointing oil and put it in his bag. "Lord, show me whom you want me to anoint as king."
When Samuel arrived in Bethlehem, the elders of the city greeted him, and he invited them to the sacrifice along with Jesse and his sons. When Jesse's sons stood in front of Samuel, he looked at them and thought,
"Surely God will choose the eldest son to become the new king. He's tall and handsome, and see how strong he is."
But the Lord said to Samuel,
"Do not consider his appearance or height, because I have not chosen him."
Samuel looked at the other sons, wondering which one to choose. When the Lord said to him,
The Lord does not look at the things that man looks at. Man looks at outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart.
When Samuel had passed all of Jesse's sons, and God had not yet showed him whom to anoint, Samuel asked Jesse,
"Are all of your sons here?"
"No, sir. My youngest son is a shepherd boy, and he's out in the field."
One of the servants ran to fetch Jesse's youngest son. When he arrived, Samuel was shocked at his appearance. The young boy who stood before Samuel had a dirty face and skinny arms. His clothes were torn and he smelled like the field where he was spending his time with the sheep.
"I choose David, son of Jesse, to be Israel's new king,"
said the Lord. Samuel took the anointing oil and poured it over David's head as a sign.
God's Spirit filled David with wisdom and gave him a good heart. Someday soon, David would be Israel's new king. In this story, we discover that God helps us to see people through His eyes.
Memorize. The Lord does not look at the things man looks at. Man looks at outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7.